Yeah, I did. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Know when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no hiding, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other. Ain't no hiding.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On one, ready?
In motion comes the tight end left. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
First down, here's Burrow. And it's complete, right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11. 12, 12. 11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
11 MT.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
11 Thomas.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. from the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
11.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
11 empty paint. 12.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So Prescott to the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll run here with a rookie second-round pick, Kenneth Walker. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Sticking with Walker on second down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, it's Walker. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Prescott on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
Bengals drive about to get going. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of...
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11
In motion right comes Jackson. Play action. It's Burrow. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 36. They go play action with Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback, they were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
12, 11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11.
trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. Hey. 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That's caught by Jackson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
12.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Herb Smith Jr. from 3 yards out. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
11.
Jackson, the man in motion right. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. It got his man complete. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 MT. 11 Thomas.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
11 MT. 11 MT. Take. 11 MT.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
11. 12. 11 MT. Take. 11 MT. Take.
Now it's Burrow. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Brown going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
11 Thomas. 12.
Now Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase from 3 yards out. And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Here's Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at yard line.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Running right, here's Walker. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice.
And this is going to be intercepted. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Room here to run. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Kenneth Walker with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Talk to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now Burrow on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown.
On the move past the 40.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Micah Parsons.
20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On 2, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
Here we go, here we go.
Another run for Brown on second down. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He's going to air one out. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside.